The shocking twins discovery. Hello, I'm Dr. Elena Diaz, and what I discovered about identical twins will change everything you think you know about age spots and melasma. Last month, 65-year-old identical twins Patricia and Barbara walked into my office. Same genes, same age, same hometown in sunny Arizona, but their skin told completely different stories. Patricia's hands and face were covered in dark spots that made her look 75. Barbara looked 55 with virtually spotless skin. Dr. Diaz, Patricia said, tears in her eyes. We're identical twins. How is this possible? I've spent thousands on treatments and religiously use sunscreen. Barbara barely does anything and never gets spots. That question launched the most revealing investigation of my career. What I discovered wasn't just surprising. It completely overturned everything dermatologists thought we knew about brown spots. When I first presented these findings at a medical conference, half the audience thought I was wrong. But the results speak for themselves. In the past year, I've helped over 200 patients dramatically improve their pigmentation using these discoveries. Some saw changes in weeks, others needed months. But the transformations have been remarkable. If you've ever wondered why your age spots keep getting darker, while others stay spot-free, you're about to learn the hidden truth that could change your skin forever. Before we start, please leave a comment with your age and country. Knowing this helps me create more valuable and relevant content for you in the future. Chapter 1. The Sunscreen Scandal. Why Protection Fails. The first shock came when I analyzed both twins' sun protection habits. Patricia showed me her bathroom cabinet. 15 different sunscreens, tinted moisturizers, and SPF makeup. I apply SPF 50 every morning, then SPF 30 tinted moisturizer, then foundation with SPF 15, Patricia explained proudly. I figure layering gives me maximum protection. But when I watched Patricia apply her sunscreen, I discovered something devastating. She was using only 1/4 the amount needed for the SPF rating to work. Then she'd drive 25 minutes to work with Arizona's intense sun streaming through her car window, never reapplying until evening. My makeup would get messed up if I reapplied, Patricia admitted. Plus, I thought the SPF and foundation maintained protection. This elaborate routine was giving Patricia false security while providing minimal actual protection. She was essentially painting targets on her face for age spots. But here's what stunned me. Barbara, who rarely used sunscreen, had developed natural protective behaviors that actually worked better. I just wear wide-brimmed hats and eat lots of vegetables from my garden, Barbara explained simply. Tomatoes, spinach, carrots, bell peppers. I've always loved colorful vegetables. Barbara had accidentally discovered something crucial. Dietary antioxidants provide internal sun protection. Research shows people with high antioxidant intake can increase their natural SPF by 20–30%. Barbara's vegetable-rich diet was literally protecting her from the inside out. She also naturally avoided peak sun hours and took frequent shade breaks, an intermittent exposure pattern that allows skin to repair between UV hits, preventing cumulative damage. But the real breakthrough came when I investigated their product usage. Chapter 2. The Product Trap That Creates More Spots. Patricia's bathroom looked like a dermatology clinic. 17 different products for age spots and various miracle treatments from TV commercials. If one doesn't work, I add another, Patricia explained, showing me her detailed application schedule. I use glycolic acid Mondays and Thursdays, koic acid Tuesdays and Fridays, hydroquinone Wednesdays and Saturdays. I layer vitamin C every morning and retinol every night. Something has to work eventually. Here's the shocking truth. Patricia was actually creating more spots by using multiple active ingredients simultaneously. When I examined her skin under a dermatoscope, I could see persistent inflammation she didn't even notice. Each treatment was creating microinflammation, and inflammation triggers melanin production, the exact opposite of what she wanted. Meanwhile, Barbara used only soap, water, and basic moisturizer. I've used the same bar soap for 20 years, she said. It costs $2. My grandmother had beautiful skin until 94 using the same approach. I immediately put Patricia on the reset protocol, stopping all treatments for 6 weeks, using only gentle cleanser, barrier repair moisturizer, and properly applied mineral sunscreen. The results were remarkable. Within 2 weeks, her skin's persistent redness began fading. Within 6 weeks, something extraordinary happened. Patricia's spots stopped getting darker, and new ones stopped appearing. something that hadn't happened in 3 years. But the real transformation came when I discovered the hidden trigger most doctors miss. Chapter 3. The Inflammation Secret. The Real Cause. The breakthrough came through James Morrison, a 67-year-old retired firefighter who had clear skin for 30 years, then suddenly developed dark spots everywhere. "Dr. Diaz," James said, "I fought fires under blazing sun for decades with no problems. 6 months ago, these spots appeared overnight. Nothing in my routine changed." Through investigation, I discovered James had started arthritis medication 6 months earlier, precisely when his spots began. The drug was causing systemic inflammation, making his skin hypersensitive to UV exposure that previously caused no damage. But that wasn't all. James had also started a high-stress consulting job, increased processed food consumption, reduced exercise due to joint pain, begun drinking more coffee and alcohol. Each factor created what I call the perfect inflammation storm, ideal conditions for rapid pigmentation. The anti-inflammation solution. Working with James's doctors, we switched his medication and implemented comprehensive anti-inflammatory changes. 1. Mediterranean diet rich in omega-3s and antioxidants. 2. Stress reduction through meditation and adapted exercise. 3. Sleep optimization. 4. Targeted supplements under medical supervision. 5. Gentle skincare only after reducing systemic inflammation. The results exceeded expectations. Within 3 months, James's spots faded significantly, and no new ones appeared. But the benefits went beyond skin. "Dr. Diaz," James told me, "my joint pain improved. I sleep through the night. I have more energy. And people say I look 10 years younger. You helped me reclaim my entire health." This proved that treating pigmentation often requires addressing underlying inflammation throughout the body. Chapter 4. The Prevention Revolution. What actually works. Based on these discoveries, I developed the Clear Skin Protocol, 3 universal principles that consistently produce remarkable results. Let me illustrate with Susan Rodriguez, a 69-year-old retired nurse who spent $15,000 on treatments that made her melasma worse. "Dr. Diaz," Susan said, "I've had lasers, peels, IPL, microneedling, every prescription cream available. Each treatment was supposed to be the answer, but my skin looks worse than when I started. I'm ready to give up." Susan's case perfectly illustrated conventional treatment problems. Each aggressive intervention created more inflammation and sensitivity, worsening her condition. The Clear Skin Protocol. 3 universal principles. Principle 1. Foundation first. Before any treatment works, skin's barrier must be intact and inflammation controlled. This requires 6-8 weeks using only gentle cleanser, barrier repair moisturizer, and properly applied sunscreen. Principle 2. Protection perfection. Real sun protection means 1/4 teaspoon sunscreen for face and neck, broad spectrum SPF 30, reapplied every 2 hours, plus physical protection like hats and UV clothing. Principle 3. Inside-out defense. Anti-inflammatory nutrition, stress management, and lifestyle factors often matter more than topical treatments. Susan's transformation. Months 1-2. Foundation reset. Susan stopped all treatments, using only 3 products. Within weeks, her chronically irritated skin began calming. Months 3-4. Protection and nutrition. We perfected her sun protection and introduced anti-inflammatory foods rich in antioxidants and omega-3s. Months 5-8. Gentle treatment. Only after her skin stabilized did we introduce vitamin C serum, then gentle retinoids, 1 product at a time with careful monitoring. Results. "Dr. Diaz," Susan said at her 1-year follow-up, "my melasma faded 90%. My age spots are barely visible, and no new spots appeared. But most importantly, my skin feels healthy again instead of constantly irritated." Your 30-day action plan. Week 1. The Great Simplification. Stop all potentially irritating products. Use only gentle cleanser, simple moisturizer, mineral sunscreen. Week 2-3. Protection mastery. Perfect application technique. Invest in wide-brimmed hats. Begin incorporating antioxidant-rich foods at every meal. Week 4. Assessment. If skin looks calmer and healthier, consider gentle treatments. If not, continue simplified routine longer. The key insight: prevention is 10x more effective than treatment. Conclusion: your clear skin future. The brown spot mystery is solved. Through the various, we've discovered the truth. Age spots aren't inevitable, they're preventable. The patients with clearest skin don't use the most products or spend the most money. They follow three principles: gentle care, proper protection, and anti-inflammatory living. The most shocking discovery: some expensive treatments actually make pigmentation worse by creating chronic inflammation. The skincare industry profits from this cycle, selling products that create problems, then more products to fix those problems. Your next step: if you take only one action from today's video, start applying sunscreen properly. 1/4 teaspoon for face and neck, SPF 30 every 2 hours. This single change prevents 80% of new age spots. The bottom line: your skin has incredible healing capacity when you stop fighting it and start supporting it. Clear, even-toned skin is achievable at any age when you understand what actually works. Remember Patricia and Barbara's story. The twin with simpler habits and better nutrition had dramatically superior skin. Start incorporating colorful vegetables. Manage stress. Be gentle with your skin. Looking forward: the brown spot mystery is solved, but your clear skin journey begins now. Your skin has been trying to tell you something through those spots. Not you're getting old, but I need gentler care, better protection, and inside-out support. When you give your skin what it actually needs, rather than what the beauty industry sells, results can be remarkable. I'm Dr. Elena Diaz. Thank you for joining me on this journey to understanding your skin's true needs. Here's to your clearest, healthiest skin at every age.